Hey everybody, this is Dave from AskUncleDave.com. Today we're going to continue with our video series of the Aura Live media streaming box. This is a great box to have. It has live TV abilities because it's got a tuner built in. It's got a coax cable connection in the back, and you can connect your antenna, whether it's the 15 to 25 mile range antenna that they give you with the Aura Live, or you can have a separate antenna, a bigger antenna, if you need the distance, depending on where you live. Put one up on your roof or in your window, and you connect it to the Aura Live in the back coax. So the first thing we see is our live TV. We're going to click on that app, and it's going to open up the DTV player. We're going to perform an initial scan, so we're going to hit yes, and it's going to bring us to the settings panel of the DTV program, or app I should say, and there are 4 headings up on the top. This one is the search feature, and you could hit auto scan and set it to air and ATSC and US. That's where I'm located, and you can hit auto scan and it'll start running a scan, get to 100%, and we're probably going to get about 40 channels. The other thing is there's a program part of this, and you can program edit and PVR configuration. That's where you would tell it to record the shows that you want to record in your program guide that you get with this. The program guide you get through the towers. It's a free program guide broadcasted by the towers, and it gives you metadata for the next 2 to 5 days, or basically that day, a couple of hours ahead, and things like that. So you can configure that, and you can configure the PVR manager, and you can do program edit. That's if you want to change like the name of the station, instead of having those digital over-the-air station names with all those letters, you could change to something more familiar like CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, all that stuff. And then you have your system. That's the third tab here, and you can change your subtitles, and if you want to do a factory reset, you can do that. The default password for the factory reset and the program manager is 0000, but you could change that. That's sort of like a parental control, so that we don't have anybody erasing all of our scan that we scan for all the channels. Also, we have AV option, and you could do full screen. You could choose the language of your choice, and that's pretty much it. So let's go into search now, and we can run an auto scan. And this is going to run for about 15 to 20 minutes. It has to scan all of the towers broadcasting, and it's going to bring all the data in for your guide, and it's also going to tune the signals so that you get all the channels that you need. I'd run this previously. I was getting 40 channels, 45 channels, 50 channels with some blank ones, but we're going to see what it comes up to. So let's let this run, and when it's done, I'll come back to the video. Okay, our scan is done, and now we have a whole bunch of channels to choose from. I'm going to turn off my little mouse here, and we're going to hit the go back button on our remote. So if we go into our program now, we're going to hit exit on this one as well. And we're going to go in, and we're going to see that 00, no information. There was some sort of signal, but it didn't have any information. So here's WHDH-HD, and here's the world channel. We have, I think this is CBS. I'm not sure what it is. Now you see the information just slide away after the channel is selected, but you can hit info, and it will pop back up again. It'll tell you what's playing currently. So we'll keep going. We're going to hit this channel here, and it's going to tell you what's on next at the bottom there, and it's going to tell you what's currently playing. Let me hit info again. I'll show you. So right there on the lower left, 1600 to 1633 power plays is going to play, and that's pretty cool because it kind of shows you what's going to be on next. Here's General Hospital. This is ABC. Now you see WCVB. You could change it to ABC inside the settings of this app. So we'll continue. You got a couple of old channels showing. This is channel 7, so CBS I think it is, and we're going to keep rolling through, and we get channel changing very fast. It's not like other tuners that I've seen. This one actually, this is Fox here. This one actually switches channels pretty fast. So here's Fox. Now, if we wanted to do time shifting, we set that by default for 10 minutes. What happens is if you hit the pause button, what's going to happen is it's going to start recording for about 10 minutes so that you can watch a show like this, and if you needed to rewind for whatever reason, say you're watching a sporting event, you can now hit the rewind button and actually rewind the television station. So in other words, live TV, you're not going to be able to rewind, but if you do hit that pause button that one time, it will start recording it so that you can have a recording. Now once you're done with the channel, the recording goes away, but it's just a nice thing to have time shifting like that. So we'll go to the next channel and the next channel. Basically, you get the idea that it finds the channels, it tunes them in, it gives you some metadata here. This is channel 38, that's like a Boston local channel. And we're back to GBH. Then we have the Cree channel. And then a whole bunch of other channels. You can, of course, the scan will vary depending on where you live. But if you live close to the city or close to the towers, I'm about 50 miles away. I'm using a clear stream antenna. So basically that's how it works with the scanning. And we have many channels that we can go through. There are some channels that didn't find any information at this current time, but as you use your TV, you'll see that the information will start popping up. It all depends on the tower and the company that's sending out all the information. And this PVR and this TV tuner software, the DTV, does a good job at collecting that data. So now we're going to come out of this and we'll go into the guide. So I'm going to hit the guide button and you're going to see guide here and it'll show you all the channels. And we hit like Fox here and we can scroll over and see what's on Fox next, and divorce court is next and all that other stuff. And we can go down to a different channel and we can change the channel. So let's go to GBH, say for instance, and you can see that what's on next and all that. So if you want to record a show, you could basically just hit the record button on the remote itself when you're watching a show. So, but if you're in the program guide, you have to come in here. You hit the show itself, and it will record. You hit the record button when you're in the guide, and you can set it to remind you to view it, or you can DVR it. You can do it once, daily, and weekly. We're going to do it once here, and then we go down here and we can hit yes, and then it'll program in and it'll save it to the SD card that we have set up in settings. The other thing is, if you wanted to go back and go into the show here, and like I said, you hit the record button on the remote and you could set a recording duration that it will record for 1 minute, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So that's a custom recording there. And then what else do we have? We have info that will pop up, which is great. We can mute the show. We can control the volume up and down with our Android volume there. And we can get back into the program guide by hitting the menu button on our remote. And if we wanted to, we can go into program and we can go into PVR manager. Actually, you know what? I didn't set up the PVR manager, so we might not see any recordings at all. But if we click it here, I know I have some old ones on the SD, so we're gonna go and hit that. So let me just go to done here, and we get into the PVR manager, and here on my SD card you see some TV recordings, which is pretty good. If we go back and we go into program and we go to we go into configure, we can actually set up what storage we want to put the shows on. So we have two things connected to the USBs, and we can pretty much change that whatever we want, so they could save all of our recordings on there. Now, if we come completely out of the app itself, there are apps that you can play your recordings. So let's go into all of our apps here, and we're going to see that you can use the Media Center to watch it, and you can also use there's another one. We can use the file browser, and we can use the movie player, but the best one to use is well, let's try movie player, and let's try, we'll have the file browser, we can do Media Center. Okay, so we got that, and we can come out of this and we can go into this movie player app, and you can see that you can get to your external storage, and you can pull up those TV recordings that you have there. And they record in TS, but they could be easily converted and put on a mobile phone. You can go into your file browser, and you can also see them there in your file browser under that card or that drive that you have connected. In the live TV app, as well as see it in here and in here, here and in here actually, and any other app that you install that allows you to play video off of your SD card or whatever. So we're talking about a lot of apps like VLC and other Ace players and things like that. So pretty much this is live TV. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos. I have a bunch of videos coming up about every aspect of this Aura Live TV. So you know, hope you definitely watch that. If you click the links, you'll get into those videos into the playlist. So Kodi Media Center, we have all the kinds of apps, the Play Store, full browser. I think you're really going to enjoy this, especially if you're a cable cutter like me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.